Hello, welcome to a Hare over here. I'm Hare. Today, me and little Francis are looking to not make, but actually, I promised this video a while back, and it is a just a Abzan midrange deck. It is, um, yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Generally it's a Abzan mid-range control deck. Mid-range, not mid-range is control. But yeah, it's a mid-range deck that's in general it's finding quite good use. I like it a fair amount. Haven't had all the wins with it, but in general I'm enjoying it. So with the overall deck, it's like three fatal pushes, four fatal pushes, two hotness acts, um, three vanishing force, two assassins trophies, all acting as my removal options. Thoughtseize to attack the hand. Uh, two tenacious underdog, one tenacious just to. It's a fairly good early game, but also late game thing for the blitz. The uh, flail. I took this deck from somebody else and I made some modifications, including the Grim Flare. It was decent in standard at the time, but I'm actually somewhat liking it. Just it's a two mana 2/2. Okay, that can potentially, but the Surveil, I'm somewhat iffy on it, but the Surveil really allows me to get rid of potentially bad draws. And if Delirium hits, oh no, it's a 2/2 for 4. It's a 4/4 for 2. Absolutely great. Then four graveyard trespassers to help deal with graveyard. And if they are hostile to target, the ward cost of discarding a card actually makes it somewhat good. Four tireless trackers. I think I'm the 24 lands, so it's like I can hit that. If I track a clue, it gets bigger. Um, and with the landfall of investigating can be quite useful for the draw. Siege Rhino, it's a useful card. I'm like in Pioneer, uh, and Explore. Um, I can somewhat understand why it's not really seeing much play in Modern nowadays, but I'm not understanding why Siege Rhino isn't seeing more play in Pioneer. It is still an excellent card. Almost every time that I've played with it on here on Arena, it's been great. Uh, then most of the Kalidas deal with more of the graveyard, plus I potentially can get some zombies out of it. The sun to potentially help me get out. Uh, it's a potential draw with the +1. The -2 is a useful token. Um, I, I'm not focusing on the -7, but it's good. Uh, Vengeful Blood Bloodlord. The guy was playing like one, I think another Soin maybe, another on the Morpholus. I'm finding that the extra lifelink, the +2 to damage, and the -X just to get back, just to return something from my graveyard back to the field, and on top of it, it's not even destroyed. Like, oh look, like, oh, you destroyed my Siege Rhino. Bring it out, I can immediately -4 it to get back Siege Rhino. That is useful. 4 mana to bring back Siege Rhino, and if I already had Someone on the field and blessing it, oh look, I'm -4. Oh, get back Siege Rhino. During my turn, it has lifelink. Oh my god. It's one of those like, oh, this is more useful than I actually realized. Um, Vivian, I'm iffy on her. She has shown uses sometimes, but there's been other times I'm like, wow, I, yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, like I don't play enough creatures half the time. Why I want to include the green flares, but yeah, the casting off the top of the creatures, looking at the top is always useful. The +1 to get out of beast is always useful. I've seen a lot of people just give their beast reaches, but it's like at this point in the game, you haven't seen anything with flying. What makes you think I'm going to give my suddenly bring out a flying creature? So it's people, when you're playing Vivian, this Vivian, realize she can give out vigilance and trample to counters on the beasts. Realize what you're playing against. Reach isn't useful. Like, if I'm playing against a male match, this is useless. Yeah, if I was playing against another Abzan deck, I might be thinking, oh, maybe it's a Grease Fang deck. But as soon as I can confirm that it isn't a Grease Fang, I am never going to give a Reach counter. Reach is probably one of those uh, fairly iffy counters. I would rather have Vigilance or Trample. But Reach is only useful in some decks. So just don't be dumb with that. But yeah, with one the Eternal Wanderer, the +1 to Flicker is useful with primarily Siege Rhino. Yeah, but using it as a, oh yeah, I'm gonna untap this thing, so it's almost always useful. Um, the Z ability just to create a samurai is fairly useful. I rarely came across the E-4, but I've always found the Eternal Wanderer useful. Most of the lands, it's basic 2 Fable Passages, 3 Ignatha Triomes for the colors, 2 Temple Gardens, 2 Woodland Cemeteries, 4 Overgrown Tombs, 2 Garlish Shrines, 1 Forest, Snow Covered Forest, 2 Snow Covered Plain, Swamps, 1 Snow Covered Plains, a Castle Locked Wayne, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrants, a Tokemore to potentially get back a creature, and a Pasaju to deal with artifacts and whatnot. Most of the side deck, fairly what you expect. 2 Duresses to help attack the hand, a Lion Sash, and a Scavenging Ooze to deal with Graveyard. Goblink, even more discard and exiling Grave, which is useful. 1 Calling Ritual, destroying any permanent of assaulted Manuvan. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value you to your list. In certain decks, this is an absolute board wipe. With getting all that additional mana ramp is quite useful. 2 noxious scraps. Against the Green Devotion, this is useful. Path of Peril, it's a board wipe. It's a cheap board wipe, or yeah, it's fairly useful. Skull Scatter, I've rarely brought this in, but it's been useful. Kaya, more graveyard shenanigans. Edgar, just I've played against a few decks that had him, and it's like, oh, this is useful. Like just like a thing that, oh yeah, he dies, come back as the coffin, produce a few vampires. Then, oh look, bring back Edgar. he can be dealt with, but he's useful. And the +1/+1 to other vampires, I'm actually finding quite useful, definitely when combined with Son the Merciless and Vengeful Bloodlord Sword. Both my just Nick, that combo, the buffing of other vampires is quite useful. Doomskull, it's another board wipe if need be, and Sky Sovereign. It is more useful than anything. But yeah, I'll meet back with you in just a moment with a game or two. See you around. And we are back against DGF. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So, this is like one of the few times it's like I'm playing few like decks with fewer lands, and it's like, and I get like, oh, 3 lands, 4 lands, okay, perfect. Play 24 lands, 2 lands. Uh, let's actually try this because like I would have loved to go, yeah, something similar of Hive into Thoughtseize, but they're probably wondering. Yeah, I'm I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do next turn Hive into Grimflame. You know, next turn. So Rakdos, Hive Tyrant, Bush, Grimflail. Yep. Pay the 2. Play that. Remove the thoughts. I'm more than willing to like trade there. Play the forest. Play the Sorin. -7. Create the vampire. Yeah, the losing life from his thing sometimes isn't the most useful, but yeah, forced to play around that sometimes. But next turn it's called Forest into Graveyard, and Thoughtseize probably take the Trespasser most likely. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that makes actually quite a bit of sense. Actually, uh, Trespasser and deal with the Graveyard or Siege Rhino. I'm wanting to go into the Trespasser, start dealing with some of the Graveyard. I'm worried about another like Thoughtseize that they might have, but it's a risk I'm willing to take, kind of thing. And this is why like doing what I've done has been useful. Yeah, Siege Rhino, start gaining back some of the life. Um, it's a threat that you still have to expect. I'd say, hey, it's I don't think enough people actually like a 4/5 that comes with a 3-point swing. It needs to be respected. Mm, resolve. I'm gonna that play out the attack with it, it removes something. If they choose to block, I'm gonna get rid of like something on the field. If they don't, that's a 3 that's coming into swing. Like it's a trade I'm willing to make, kind of thing. I could have played out the tenacious underdog, but with Shieldred on the field, it's I would rather like I wouldn't want like waste it all on there and try to force a move. Okay, force to discard the tenacious, which I'm perfectly fine with. Yeah, I'm gonna say let's go on to game number 2. Game 2 of match 1. Yeah, like this is a best of 3 situation, so um dealing with the graveyard is not that useful in this situation, but dealing with their field is. So I'm inclined to do the one Sky Sovereign, and let's try bring in the Edgar, and let's try one Doomscar. I'm gonna be fine with taking out 2 Trespassers. Actually, let's go 1 Trespasser, 1 Grimflayer, and let's try the Kalidas. Taking out the Kalidas. Dealing with the graveyard is not going to be important in this match, I'm feeling. Oh, shoot. Like, this is almost keepable if it wasn't for that. But I have a lot of 2-drops. I'm gonna try this. I'm next one I might draw into something, but it might be actively too slow. Let's try the Powerball deal so I can actually like stick. Clearly, if I can stick a creature on the early game, I can get out. I was hoping for another land, but not exactly what I was actually looking for. Let's go with the forest so I can get out the Grimflayer next turn. And this is also why I played the Fabled Passage. It's another card type for Grimflayer. Excuse me. Yep, there's the Bone Crusher. Another land. You can do the Takamuhuya or play the Blood Clip. Yeah. Let's go Grimflayer into Thoughtseize. Take the Lily. Probably take the Fabled Passage. Oh, okay. Odd choice there, but somewhat reasonable. Okay, so play the 2 light, play the Sawin -2, who I'm wondering why they are focusing down on the thought seizes. I haven't exactly shown much resurrection of him. Decline on that. It's look at it, then reveal. They might have this one. Like, I'm willing to trade with either one of those. They're probably gonna send the Bone Crusher maybe towards someone again. The Trespasser towards. Not. Play on Vengeful. Deal 1 damage directly to your player. Look at the top. Okay, reveal that, put it into the hand. Deal 3 damage to the Tenacious. Maybe. Yeah, that's actually game there. Yeah. Very good. Let's try to go into a single match. See you in just a moment, folks. And we are back with Mr. Biggest Dickus. Okay, can't win them all. Oh, this is a much better keepable hand. Tone 1 Overgrown Tombs. Ooh, they are really mulligan there. Went down to 4. Overgrown Tomb. Thoughtseize. Yeah. I really don't know what they're playing. It might be safe to go into. Yeah, let's try going to the sync game there. Nate, the one thing is that I may want to include like a second Passeju in the side deck, just like I'm gonna mulligan this. This is actually keepable. Goodbye, Overgrown Tomb. Hive Tyrant into Thoughtseize. Overgrown Tomb tapped, so I can Thoughtseize into. You're gonna allow me to see 2 cards there. Let's say goodbye to the Layla. Fine. Plains Tireless Tracker. I mean, it's a 3 mana 3/2, but it can start giving me investigation tokens, and I can start like just hitting up the graveyard. Goodbye, Agent of Treachery. Tireless Tracker attack 3, and it's one of those like get the investigation tokens, potentially, so I can get out the like it. Pretty much, it starts getting me like I can start investigating. I can start getting tokens and potentially also grow out the cards overall. Uh, I mean, I think I've seen like a Dominion style deck before, but I'm wondering what the yeah, I can double crack this, make them actually yeah, crack one, keep the other one in stock. Like I could play out the Sullen, but yeah, if no can I get to flip. Exile two my things. Oh, how do you eliminate the Itali hide? Okay, so it's mostly on like a 5 color deck. But I mostly wanted to get the agent out of there, so they couldn't do like any like triggering things and whatnot. So play the second Tireless Tracker, Faber Passage, investigate twice, get 2 more counters, crack the Faber Passage, grab a swamp, crack the clue. I'm gonna be fine with that. Next turn, do I want to cast the Sullen? That's really the question here. I would have attacked with a Tawny first. Like the like the I think I might be getting okay, they got back the I wasn't 100% sure because it's like I control the car, like I own the car. I wasn't sure if it would necessarily like come up under me again. It's card a card. Yeah, I think they've got this one, but Let's go into game number 3. I'm thinking, um, let's go with the Doom Skull, the Sky Sovereign, and really not doing much with Aviards. Let's go with the double duress as a to get things that graveyard. Let's drop. I don't think the uh, Eternal Wanderer is gonna do much in this game. The trophy's fine. Uh, but Tenacious is really too slow in this game. Let's drop one, drop you, and actually let's drop one Fatal Push, bring back one Tireless Tracker. This should be. Uh, they didn't really have like their stuff were either too big or just big enough to get out of Fatal Push range. Um, and the biggest thing with it is that it would mostly shut on the things they steal from me. Yeah, let's try this. It's not gonna be the best, but I'm going to get like try to rest them out. Um, let's go with the Growth Spiral to really help push the there. Then the Thought Seas. Um, let's hit that. The Triome. Fabled Passage. Crack it. Go and find a forest with it. Forest. So probably getting the planes might have been a slightly smaller with the vanishing, but at this moment it's like I want to make sure that I hit some of my green sauces. Tireless Tracker, yep. Forest, investigate. Swing with Rhino. My turn. Your turn. End the turn. Yeah. Vanishing on the Agent of Treachery. Get that out here. Then they get a basic land. Then cancel next turn. I'm gonna run for a swing for 3 and turn. Yeah, they still get bounce, but try to get the try to deal with some of the like stuff. Crack. That's still gonna leave me with quite a bit of mana. Loading problems, so they had a response. Duress. evasion. That sucked. I would have loved to take the. And they can cast it next turn on top of it, so. Yeah, you don't exactly have. Get this back. So much for basic. Oh gods. I wish that wasn't a Sullen. Yeah. Yeah. Can see when you realize you probably don't have a chance there, so. So yeah. That was the Abzan mid-range deck. Best one, not the best representations of the wins, but of how this deck can actually function. But it's a representation of what's out there. I think there is potential in the deck. Um, so yeah, as always, I'm a Hare over Heal. If you enjoyed, did the YouTube things, see you around, people.